You're live? Hi, everybody. This is Roz from My Best Day, and we live. How you doing? Are we on Facebook or are we on YouTube? We're on YouTube. So, how is everybody today? Last week, there were difficulties in living life. Because you have to understand, the topic today is this too shall pass. And stop stressing. Stop stressing over stuff that's just not important. Because if you live through it, even within moments, good. Tuesday was my birthday. I was 70 years old. Go Roz. Hey, baby. That's my girl right there. Hi, Leslie. One of them. I missed you too, sweetie. I turned 70 years Tuesday, the 6th of July. For the first time in many years, all my children were together. And I just it was wonderful. Thank you. They threw me a surprise birthday party, and guess what? I was surprised. And it was, I had my niece from Texas, great niece from Virginia, cousin from North Carolina, friends from Florida. It was, it came out really nice. There was things that happened, ain't nothing perfect in life, My children, but they was all right, Today, my son, he went back to California, Randy, and today him and my grandson, but they made it through. Just what I'm saying. And we can't allow, even people get angry and they say things and another person doesn't like what they say, blah, blah, blah. Then the next thing you know, But I've learned to say, let it go. You cannot, with all the great things that happened in my life, my birthday, I had like 2 parties. One a surprise, then the next one would get together, and it's ongoing, Oh, yeah, and my nieces from Georgia, they came, and the thing is, the party was on a Saturday. They had been here since Thursday and hid out from me. How does that happen? But they did, and I am just so, I felt love, because none of them had to come, but they did. The ones that couldn't, they couldn't. So I got that. My son, they tell me my son planned this for a whole year and nobody told me. Not even my tattletale grandson who tells everything he hears. He repeats it. So they did not tell to him about the party. And he was dancing. Everybody had a great time. And I feel blessed, because family is all we got. And before the party, I know my birthday is coming. They know my birthday is coming, but nobody's saying anything. And I'm like, y'all, I'm real hurt. But I learned from that. Because no one's talking about my birthday. Nobody's saying anything about, I'm like, people are asking, you having a party? I don't know. Because last year I gave it, I don't know. My son's like, because I was going to have it over his house. He's like, Mom, look, we're going to be busy. He said, he plays on a baseball, some type of team. He said, Mom, and he had went out of state, right? He's like, Mom, well, the team need me. When I got back, they've been losing. I said, they were losing when you were here anyway. What's the difference? He said, yeah. But they had planned that party and they did an excellent job. And I give kudos to my kids. And the thing is, and what it taught me was, and I want you to understand, God will take care of us no matter what our situation is. And I try to be good to people, and it showed in my party. But I was telling my kids, you guys are just selfish. I'm going to be 70. You promised 70. That's what the Bible said, right? And I say, but I wasn't trusting God. Why? And other friends that knew about it were giving me hints. Roz, why don't you just shut up? Because I get my own self a party. I have my own party. And then after they just made me feel so unworthy. So I canceled the one because I would have had it this Saturday. So I said, I called everybody, look, I'm not going to have it. I'm just not going to do nothing. And my grandson said to me, Grandma, I'm going to take you to a show. I said, okay. He says, I'm going to buy you an outfit because you're not going to go in your closet and get nothing out of there. He don't like my wardrobe, I guess. But anywho, so my daughter took me to the store. I bought what I want, you know. It cost a couple of dollars. And then the day came. And my grandson is going different places. He's, you know, we went out to eat. And I'm like, I thought we got to be the show at 4:30. He said, yeah, but I got to go do this. He said, he was just stalling because they would tell him, don't bring me yet. I find out later. But anyway, then I get there and I'm like, wow. And all that doubt that I had in my children, it just, and it's also shown me, trust God. Stop stressing over things that you say God's going to do for you. See, I say God's going to take care of me. I do. I believe it. And yet that little instant, I doubted him. So, and what I'm saying is all I had to do was believe and trust God and the children he gave me. See, God put people in your life for a purpose. People showed out on my birthday. I had, and I always talk, but anyway, one of the ladies, what's her name? She's one of the Congress people too. I know people. Anyway, Congress or one of them. Anita. She said, nobody putting no money on you? I said, no, because I'm not there. So she got $100 bill and pinned $100 bill on me, right? I was like, whoa. And next thing I know, I had a couple more $100. I had some 50s and some 10s and some 20s. I was like, whoa, I'm going to have another party on this one. And I thank you, Anita, for coming and celebrating with me. And now the next party I go to, I owe big dogs, okay? So it was so, it was, I got cards and, and I felt appreciation. But again, too, it also taught me a lesson about that I need to trust God. Even the small things in our life, a birthday party. I'm mad at my children because I think they should do what I want them to do. But people got to do what they got to do for you. If they're going to do something for you, let them do it. I have a friend that's in Joyce. She's a truck driver. She's an awesome gal. Okay, she drives a big old Ridge. She sent me some cash and ordered me a cake. Strawberries filling. It was awesome. She lives in South Carolina, but she made it her business to do that. I was like, wow, only God. And I would have had a party Saturday, and none of this that I thought would have happened because I was getting people to make this and make this, and the people I was asking, they knew what to party. They was like, okay, we're gonna do it. Okay. I'm gonna get this, and I said, "Will you do this?" Yeah. I'll be like, and then and then my son, who never lets me live anything down, who's selfish now? I was like, oops. And you gotta learn about that. Don't take people for granted because they don't do it when you want, how you want, and why you want. You gotta calm down. And I learned that lesson the hard way. My children love me in spite of some of the things that I don't do that they like. But they always gonna do what I need. And that's what God does. God gives you what you need. You may not get what you want, but he always gives you what you need. Today I talked to my sister. She's 72. And we're planning on doing a trip. I'm going to Texas. Then we're going to Virginia. Then we're going to Georgia, then North Carolina, then back. We did that a couple of years ago. We were a little younger, so we might have to have the wheelchair to get there. Because I ain't walking in no airport nowhere, But it's awesome. And then and in life, there are glitches. I was telling someone earlier, you be riding down the road, life. You be doing life's road. And everything, you got a job, you got cash, you got children, everybody's doing great, you know? And then before you get to the corner, there's a big hole and you fall in it. Come on now, what's up with that? I like that color right there. What can I say? And that's what, we all have stuff in our lives. Nothing in life, there's no road book, there's no book about it other than the Bible. The Bible tells you what you need to know. It's a written statement of everything. Love God first, and love other people. But, and you love yourself and love other people. And if they don't do what you want them to do when you want them to do, relax. It's not their turn. When their turn comes, they'll do what they need to do. Like it wasn't their turn to do what I wanted them to do. They had to come. See, you raise chicken. I ain't raised no chickens. I got 4 children, and sometimes they don't like each other. They don't. They just mean, and I either walk away or I just ignore them. Like my son, I said, you're so angry, whatever, you're angry. But see, and we were talking today and he's talking about, my drug. Look, my baby was a crack baby. I got that. Okay. There's nothing I can do about it now. He finished high school. He went to college. He lives in California. He's been to China. Damn, excuse my expression. But what you want me to do? You're doing better than me. But, it's okay. I have to he has to accept he made choices. And with that choices comes stuff. Everything we do comes stuff. Today, I'm here. I gave, my son had to get to New York and he wanted me, and see, I have great children, I'm telling you, and grandkids. He wanted me to drive my car to New York, right? I was like, what? No, I'm not. So my grandson said, well, Grandma, I got to go to dinner, but you could use my car and I take yours. I said, okay. Then I go home and I think about it. I am not driving to New York and turn around and come back by myself. No. So, because God is awesome in my life, because he already got it set up, I have the girl that drives the truck. I used to work for someone that has a limousine service. So who I call? Him. He gave me a price. I paid it. Because I got birthday money. But anywho, so then get over there, and he's like, no. Now he's angry. Okay, he's angry. Well, I'll just get I'll get an Uber. I said, what? I already paid for it. No, I'll just do it myself. Anger. And see, the man, I don't even know the name of the company, but anywho, he said 12:30, and my son's like, I'll buy an Uber, and my other son said, well, Uber's late and they cancel, and my son's like, I get 20%. He's like, that ain't worth it, whatever. But anywho, so the owner, okay, I text every day, okay. We talk about things that have happened in both our lives, right? He rides up in, it was a Mercedes or something, but it was a pretty car. And the original driver was in traffic coming from New York in Norwalk, and I suggest there's a accident. So he took it upon himself to come and pick up my son. And when my son got to the car, he opened the door. I said, look at that limousine service. You know what I mean? I said, go ahead, boy. And it's like, but that's the goodness of Jesus, But I didn't listen. The bottom line was, I was not driving to New York and turning around and coming back, okay? My skills ain't got that, Can you imagine? I can't even imagine that. But anywho, that's how my day went today, my birthday. And then tomorrow, I'm looking forward to working, And I hear my son and my grandson talking. What is worth working? But listen, I learned a long time ago, you have to get more than a paycheck from a job to be happy. There got to be an extra part of it. If you don't get, the perks, some type of perk, I don't care what it is. You can have a perk that you like. I'm a health aide, so whatever. Okay, and the people I deal with, some of them are they're all awesome. I ain't saying nothing, but I get perks with my job. Okay, they asked me to work Thursday. I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm not working Sunday. I don't work on Tuesdays. Hello. And I choose when I want to work. That's my perk. Some jobs you got to be there Monday to Friday. I don't have to do that because I choose. And when you get to a certain point in your life, you're going to learn something. It's not all about the money. Because you can have all the money there is, and if you're not wise, you might as well not have none. I learned, again, the hard way. I don't have a whole bunch of money, but I have $1. And that's important because some people are asking for quarters. If I still get that $1, I'm good. I'm good. So you have to stop stressing about life itself because you're always going to have something. Something's always going to come up. Sometimes it's good stuff. Sometimes not so good. But it's your reaction. It's your reaction to everything. It's not the action of life. It's the reaction. And Leslie, that's what the Bible says. Money is the root of all evil. But it's the love of money. You got to get, for me, money, I have to spend some, give some away, and keep some. That's what I do. I ain't giving you all what I got, but I'm going to give you some. And then I'm going to buy what I want, and I'm going to be picky. Okay? And then I'm going to put some of it up. So that if you come back to me, I got some. I have my granddaughter, I told you earlier, I saved my $5 for her. She riding around in a 300. Go ahead, girl. 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, girl. The first car I got, my father sold it to me for $1. I was about 16, 17. I had my license at 16. And $1. He said, nothing. Nobody gonna give you nothing for ain't nothing free. He said, give me $1. So I bought the car. But the seat of the car, I had to put a cover over it because there was only there was no seat. There was a rail. But I didn't even care about it. My baby daddy, he used to drive it with his buddies because they ain't had no car. See? I had a car, they didn't have one. So they took material things are not my issue today. My issue, and I don't want to pinpoint any issues of my life. It's just because you got to be prayed up. Trust God with everything, with your job, with your children, with your mama, with whatever is going on in your life. And I found out, and the part where it says stress, so the topic is stress, this too shall pass. Because when something comes up, do not get involved. Back out of it. And once you learn, backing out means just shut up. Check your mouth. When my grandson and I had to get in between them and blah, 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 blah. My son spit all on me. He was talking. Sit dang. And then, I said, and my first thing is, take it outside. If y'all want to fight outside. My kids were little and they got into it, get outside. I don't care if you do out there, go ahead. They don't hurt themselves. But then my grandson, he left. I said, just go home. He went home and then came back. But it's okay. I don't know what it was. It was just stuff. And that's what life gives you, stuff. You got to learn how to handle the stuff. And there's still a lot of stuff I got to learn. Y'all, Buster had a good one last night. He's alive and well this morning, guys. It ain't funny. But by the grace of God, there go I. God has left my two brothers with me. I appreciate them. You know, they grown men, but right now their lives aren't where they want to be. Me either. You know, but it's okay because one thing I have from my life, I want to go when I want to. I want to come back when I'm ready. If I can settle that in my life and make it, that's my peace. Because I go wherever I want right now and I come back. I'm able to go. You know, I may have to go to the grocery store and get one of them riding things because I can't walk through the store. My brother, my sister, my cousin, that stuff bad for the girl. But because God has been so good to me, I can receive things. That's what sometimes you have to do things even though you don't want. You know, some things you have to accept that you don't want. But those things are what God has for you to do. You know? And trust God in everything you do. You know, Leslie, you have any questions you want to talk? I see you said about the money. You are ever what? You can go where your heart. Yep. You have any questions? The person that was supposed to come, the judge, he went on a trip and got sick. Go figure. You know, I told him whenever he's ready, let me know. You know, I try to get my son to come today, but some people aren't they're not where I'm at. You know, I almost was like, nah, but then this is what I'm supposed to do. You know, last week things happened and we couldn't, but this week we're here because this is where I'm supposed to be. Now, I'm kind of thinking this week, am I going to take extra hours? Maybe next month. I'll take extra. I'll work maybe Wednesday. I don't know. I got to think about it. But right now, I'm not working any Tuesdays, you know, and I may not work on Sunday, you know, but it's okay because God makes a way for each of us. We just got to learn to accept his, I'm going to say ruling, because he has that way set for you. And if you want to do it, do it. But don't do it begrudgingly. Oh, I shouldn't, fussing. And that's why my brother angry. That's why my son, I don't know why he angry, but he angry, whatever. You know, and when you see people angry, all you can do, just back out of it. I say, and sometimes we want to jump into it and, our opinion. No. It's like, whatever. Let it go. I'm not holding on to you to fight. I don't want to fight anymore. You know? I just want to love people and have people love me. I want to help people and have people help me. I want family to be loving, you know? And not everybody in our family is peachy coochie, you know? But the word is family. You know, even though sometimes we're not blood, we're family. I have a friend, Patty. She came to I may not tell it, but she came to the party. I didn't know she knew. Dad, you know, and she set up the bar. I told that Patty. I'm sorry, but she just for everybody to drink. Go figure, you know. And then, you know, because we're not blood, but we're united as family. She's my sister. You know what I'm saying? She's from the time I met her to this day, because that's what she does. She helped all kinds of people. It doesn't matter. And she tell me sometimes, you prejudiced. Why am I prejudiced? You know, because she's of the other color. But why am I prejudiced? Because what you said. I was like, what? And then I question myself, am I prejudiced? I don't know. But I don't think so. You know, because my parents, I've had different nationalities in my family. I mean, that come into my family. I mean, come visit it. So we didn't see color. You know, it's not a thing. I talk junk to you if you black, and I'll talk junk to you if you colored. Colored and black are the same thing, by the way. But it's not. And those are the things, like right now, everybody's stressing over this color thing. Shut up. Sister, are you going to run for politics? That was nice. She said, am I going to run for politics? I need somebody to stand up. What do you call it? I need a programmer. What do you call it? Somebody that would set me up. You know, Leslie, years ago, I was in banking, and a husband and wife team came in, and they said the same thing. We will back you. I was like, what? Yeah, you could be a politician. I'm like, what? For real? But I never thought about stuff like that. I just want people to understand it's okay to be whoever you are. And the ones don't like you, it's partly because they don't like themselves. They're having their own inner issues, and you kind of show up, and it like beams at them, you know? But you gotta, just be. I'm not afraid of many things. I'm a little leery of some things, but I'm not afraid of much, but I'm alligators. I don't want to be around alligators. Oh, by the way, does anyone know that I know I'm doing a thing, shout out for Milford. No, Trumbull. They have a bouncy thing for kids. They get on it and they bounce up. And we took my grandson, and right next to it, they have Sequest. Corny but cute for kids. Okay? They got a lot of fish. I wanted to go fishing. There was a lot of fish. And they got birds, and you can go in the thing. We didn't do it because my grandson's a chicken. But he didn't want to feed the fish. The fish way over there, and he's trying to throw it in there. But we went in there to so they had birds. I know the turtle. They had a lot of different animals, and they got other animals that are coming in. And they had people that were in there. I said, "Whoa, who are you? What animal are you?" They were the people cleaning it up. They were like, "Ooh, what type of animal are you?" But it's good for the kids. Chicken. And they had one thing that we didn't go into. It's called a hurricane simulation. So it's like I don't know why you want to go into a simulation of a hurricane. It don't make no sense. But I was planning on it, but I couldn't find my grandson. But it's something to do for the kids. They're trying to open up the avenues to help our children. Life in itself is awesome if you want to live it. Stop angry people complain a lot that I imagine. I see. Like shut up. I talk to many people and many times. And when I hear them, my son, I can't tell him to shut up because then I got an argument going. So I just say, okay, breathe. You'll be fine. But the things in our life that we are learning, it's from the experiences we've gone through. And like when I was my son, he's like, he can't get past that he was a crack baby that weighed 7 pounds, 14 ounces. He said, yeah, and then my grandson was like, yeah, but she, and he's overlooking, even though he was a crack baby, he's doing well. He said, I could have sold drugs, but you didn't because it wasn't in your mindset. Okay, I said, what do you think about Trump? What? And the border control. I think Trump, okay. I don't want to be negative, but I think Trump got issues. And what it is, and I'm ignoring him, however, but we can't ignore him because he will sneak something in and we'll be messed up. So I don't think he should be in it. I don't think he did his just tender as president, and he set that crap up. And now they're trying to dismantle it, and he's keep putting his finger in it. But we got to keep him up in prayer. He don't want to lose all that. He don't want to lose. He's not good at losing. When he had his show, he was like, "You're fired." And guess what? The United States said, "You're fired." And now, you know what it says? What goes around, comes around. Well, he got it back. And now he can't handle it. It's life. He's 74 years old and he can't handle it. He think through his life, what I don't know what all the women that he groped and probably sexually assaulted, he ain't go to jail. You know, I saw this thing on one of these things. It was commenting about Joe Brown criticized the girls that say he. I don't know how old. What's his name? Joe Brown was criticizing the girl that. What's his name? What's his name? Yeah, but what's the guy that he's protect? He's what's it? Bill Cosby. You know, this is only my opinion. He about 80-year-old almost. We could look it up and find out. But anyway, these women are now in their 40s. He did this when they was in their teens and 20s. What the heck were you doing all this time? Now your old man came, remember yesterday, and you want to put him in jail, under the jail, because your cootie got touched. Sorry. Does that make sense? No. But they got to remember, true or not, what goes around comes around. And if you're in there trying to get money from Bill Cosby, okay, mess up, you know, and if he did it, you should have told it before, though. I told people before I was raped. And it took a long time for me, and he was by my friends, and I asked him, and I was like drunk or whatever. I said, "Did you do that?" He's like, "I know he's lying." He said, "No, I didn't. 'Cause I remember halfway. But get over it. What you can't miss, you can't miss. Things like that for me. You know, I said I was drinking and all that. Some people that get raped are not causing it. It just happened to them. The kids that get raped, the mother reekers, you know, that's a different story. You know, Leslie says, do I think the future is lost? Well, my crystal ball say no. I don't know what to tell you. Listen. Thinking far ahead of this moment ain't got nothing to do. I don't think that's what I got. I'm planning things for my future. Nowhere in my future am I gonna put lost. See, when we put that out in the atmosphere, then that's what we're headed for. You know, I tell people that I want the Powerball. I tell my kids, I hit the Powerball, I'm gonna send you a card. And then when every now and then, my daughter-in-law said, "Roz, I'll be glad when you hit." So she got faith. Even though she's joking, but she believes I'm going to hit it because I believe it. Now, I can't go say, well, no matter what, I'm going to... No. You have to think my future is going to be greater than it was. You know? You're talking to somebody that was totally lost. I was in a hole. I couldn't climb out. I couldn't do nothing for my children. I couldn't do nothing for nobody. And then one day, when God said, okay, when one day I prayed, and the meaning of prayer is the inner cry to a higher spirit. And I did that. I prayed and I cried out to God, help me, and look what I've done. Because he gave me every opportunity. He could have killed me when I was a baby. I could have died from many different things. But he spared my life. You know, he allowed me to reach 70. Okay? So loss is not in me and in my children. They're going to go at it. That's sibling rivalry. But it makes them stronger people. I bet you one thing, you better not touch one of them and the other one's around. Try that one. See what happens. And look in your own family. So please, baby, loss, our future, because when we die, we have nothing to do with it. So as long as you live, do not strive for loss. Strive for goodness. And what you do with that goodness is have God in it. That's what I think. You know, you could think, but if you got God in it, see, I was lost in my past. I refuse to be lost in my future. And I understand that I'll go through so many things again. No, I ain't going through that, I don't think. But just many things, you know? I'm taking care of people that are 93. I'm 70. Come on now. What's up with that? You would not have told me when I was in my banking career that I would be taking care of wiping butts and stuff. You couldn't have told me that crap. Get out of here. But that's what I do. Make sure they take their meds. Make sure they clean. Make sure I conversate. Because I had a mother, and she got to a point that that's what she needed. So I'm gonna give that back. Now, when I was a teenager, I gave her hello. I didn't listen. I thought I was grown. Thought I knew everything. And my mother was a genius. See, we never missed a meal. Our bills are always was paid. We couldn't get all the fancy stuff everybody else did, but we went where everybody else went. So it was, that's God doing. And now you say, what I think about young people, they crazy as beanbag. That's what I think. They got issues. My kids are young people, and they got issues. What you got to do, my children, like my grandson, he might talk about everything, anything. I don't think everything, but most things. If he has an issue, he calls me. If I'm thinking about an issue, I call him. And he's another generation. He was a drug dealer, He went to prison, And we was in prison, and I went to see him, just like my son, and say, you are an idiot. If you think you're going to... And now he's counseling people to not do what he did. He have friends that he helps all the time. He's an awesome dude. But that was a drug dealer. It turned his life around. I'm not saying he's going to church and saying hallelujah. But today, him and my son was at it. Because my son said too many things that he thought was negative about his grandma. He is not having that. He said, I'll slap your face. And my son said, what? And then they was take it outside. That's all I can say. Take it outside. Get out of here. But they didn't go outside, and at the end, they was hugging. So they had to go through that. And if I had gotten, I tried to separate me and regular. We were separating it. But to voice while they was at that stage, and my son said, Mom, sorry. And I gotta call him and tell him, don't say you're sorry about nothing you do. You can apologize. But sorry to me, now that's my opinion. When someone say they're sorry, it's like the slave mentality. I'm sorry, master. You lie. But if I apologize, it comes from a different source than me. I apologize to you. I ain't gonna do that no more. I say, I'm sorry. I throw my finger at you. But to apologize, and these are lessons. Young people have to be taught certain things, and and believe it or not, the parents may miss the mark. So what you have to do is be in the stead. Always be able to teach. Always be able to listen. You know what I'm saying? I want people to shut you down. If you start talking, I like, whatever. Like I told my son, he said, Ma, whatever. Hello. Do you? Because in my frame of mind, really, I'm not going to say what I don't want to do. I'm like, do you, boo? That's all I can say. If you're striving for something and you're not getting there, do something else. But don't think I got to do it because you do it. I'm a leader and not a follower. And I'm thinking, and I have to keep telling you, I was in the pit. I was deep down in there. And now, as the words say, my feet are on solid ground. So I mean what I say what I mean. I didn't get where I am. Whatever. I got red hair, you see. My granddaughter did it. Whatever. But the thing is, the life lessons, you want to, like you saying, the young people, they're going to be all right. I don't know how old you are, but I was a bad little girl in my teens. I'll put it like that. Teens, I was done. And then I didn't get grown. I didn't get totally out of my mess. I started at 15. That's the story of rehab, AA. Started at 15, first drink, first drug, whatever. I didn't enter 41. Come on now. I have had bouts of not drinking and drugging, but they were short lived. From 41 to now is the long part of it, you know? And out of that, I have 4 children, you know? And they're doing well. They're doing all right. My oldest one is 53. Sweetest guy you want to know. The other 3, they just off the chain. They subject to do flip a script. My oldest one, he just walk around, whatever. But the other 3, you looked at me hard. Oh, why you doing? I was like, shut up. That's so funny. And like, Mom, you don't understand. Oh, yes, I do. You know, but they all right. They're my babies. But I want you to not to stress. Oh, thank you. Leslie said, right. Yeah. Because life doesn't say it's going to be perfect. Life doesn't say everything. Well, for me, I figure all is well. Because even though I went through what I went through, you know, my kids, my son and whatever, all is well. You know, everybody lives through it. So when stress comes or people come and they cause, you know, you're like, oh, Lord, just wait a minute, breathe, and back out of it. Now you go, okay. And all I say is, okay. Just, okay. Let them do what they got to do. You know? My life, I tell you every time, I don't have a great life, but I do have a good life. Oh, time is flying. Look guys, my son bought me a watch, one of them iPhone watches. I'm living large. Now see who's gonna pay for it. He bought it, but you know it's on my. It's all right. We got a 2-for-1 deal, but it's so funny. But those are things I can't worry. I can't. I won't. I refuse. You have to understand that it's okay. And when you're going through stuff. Oh, look at her. That's going to be 35. I'm about to be 35. Well, I'm about to be twice your age. Okay, girlie? Happy. Please remind me, because we're still going to... Oh, September, yeah. I'm leaving for October. But I know that a friend of mine who we're doing, he's going to be able to fix it, that we can still do it, right? Even though I'm not here? Yeah. Okay, we got it. There's no disruption or whatever. But I am truly grateful for Leslie and all those that see this later on. Okay, I got a phone call, but I'll call him and I'll answer in a minute. He'll be all right. It's my brother, the other one, the working one. But understand that it's okay. You know, it do your part. That's what the part that you like Leslie with Trump being lost, being 35, and the young children. You have to understand that some of that's none of your business. Do you boo? If a young person comes in your presence and you can enlighten them, do so. Because we as individuals are to enlighten, empower, encourage. Not just me, everybody. See, if we did that for one another, you know how great the young world, the old, everybody would be. You know? Just remember that. So when someone come and they aggravate you, you just like, okay. There's a kid, she's 14. I do not like her. I love her, but she just irritates. But she'll probably hear this. But it's okay. Because I'm gonna love her in spite of me. It's not her, it's me. And it's okay. And that's with everybody. You know, I'm not gonna come in the presence of Trump. But whatever, let him go. You know, and again, Leslie, the lost part. You know, you're gonna be 35, baby. You are gaining time. You ain't going back. You are gaining it, and everything you do now, keep it hold on to it. You know, I found out that life is better than we ever could think when Jesus is in it. And every day, I do my text every day. I've been late. I've been I've been doing it 7 and 6 o'clock for the past couple of days. I've been tired. Since my party, I can't get up. But I should be all right by tomorrow because I have no pressing things to do other than work. So do my text, go to work, do my text, go to work. But I thank you for tuning in. The Lord willing, next Wednesday, hopefully a good time. And we're going to pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. I thank you, Jesus, for keeping us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Glory. Be blessed. I'll see you next time. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. The music went up. Okay, there we go. End stream. Okay.